Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. It has been a hot minute since I've last seen you all, so I decided, you know what, it's a Sunday morning, why not, I'm going to film a video. So without further ado, let's get into some gay dating advice. Now, as this is a sit-down chatty-watty video, what the hell was that, chatty-watty? You know what, A-level English who? So, as this is a sit-down kind of chit-chat video, I want you all to get yourself a cup of tea if you haven't already, and if you can't tell I'm British with my little tea, but get yourself a cup of tea and a biscuit and sit down and let's get into it. So tip number one, especially if you're first time in a relationship or you're looking into a relationship, is do not expect to find someone instantly. Especially where I live, it's quite rural, and even though there is a big city down the road which is Norwich, it's not very diverse, and the LGBT community are either taken or not my cup of tea, that's all I'm saying. So do not expect to find someone quickly, especially if you are in a more in a less diverse area. Whereas if I went to London, Birmingham, Manchester, these massive cities, I would find someone a lot easier than up here. So you do need to bear that in mind about where you live. And also, do not go into your relationship all guns blaring. Do not expect loads, because for your first time, it probably won't be what you expect or what you see on Instagram that it's going to be like. So do be careful with that one. Tip number two, you will get people like ask you who's the boy or girl in the relationship, or like, oh, you're so cute, or how does it all work then? Like, seriously, y'all straight people out there, stop being so nosy. I don't go up to you and be like, how does it all work? So don't do the same to me. Thank you. Next. Number three is be careful on social media, because your other half might not be as comfortable with you sharing photos of you kissing, hugging, holding hands, whatever, because sometimes you'll find there's one person in a relationship who is a little less open than the other one, and that's fine, because both of you need to work together on building your confidence, and that way you can flourish in your relationship. But to start with, just be careful about what you share and check that both people in the party are happy. And tip number four is probably quite a big one, and the main one in a relationship, is you might be more afraid to do what straight people do in public. That might be kissing, hugging, holding hands, because let's be real, it's 2019, but there are still high levels of homophobia around, and it can be quite nerve-wracking, to be quite honest. And you just have to, again, make sure what you're... I can't talk today. You need to talk to your partner, see what they're comfortable with, what you're comfortable with, and again, you need to build up that confidence and that kind of wall that you are confident enough to do those things in public. And if someone gives you a dirty look or makes you a comment, you know how to clap back and get them. Okay, so tip number five is, again, quite an important one in the relationship, and I guess it's kind of the same for a straight relationship or a gay relationship, so there's probably just a bit of common sense. But when you first meet someone, find out their interests, what they like, and don't just be like, oh, cool. When you go home, or when you have an opportunity, research it, look into it, see what it's all about, so you've got a bit of common ground to talk about, especially as a bit of an icebreaker if you're on your first date or you don't really know what to talk about. Make a common ground to talk about, and not only just be like, oh, that's so cool, you want to be a hairdresser or whatever. Support it and encourage it, and be like, oh yeah, I saw some a new college course open, or be like, oh, I saw some YouTube tutorials, you know, whatever. Try and support and encourage it as much as possible, because then it'll make the other person happy and they'll do the same for you. So that's just a bit of common sense for any relationship, I guess. So I have tried to make this video short and sweet, because I didn't want to make it too long and too painful for you to watch. So please do subscribe if you haven't, and hit the bell. Just to let you know that Kirsty Burnett's channel, my YouTube mummy, will still be linked down below, so do go check her out along with her Instagram, because she's an actual queen and I love her, and you need to go follow her because she's amazing. So if you have any other suggestions on what you want me to do, let me know down in the comments, and I will do that for you in the next video.